with our secrets.
Are we doing jiu-jitsu now?
Yeah, I'm doing jiu-jitsu now. Okay, so just moving on with our seat belt, and taking from here. It's all about cutting the corner, and it allows us to get stronger chokes, like we saw in the last video. We looked at the reverse triangle as well. It's very effective from there, and of course, just linking attacks. We have the arm bar. So we're just gonna have a little look at the arm bar from here. And so, same thing. I start cutting this corner here. And what I want to do, if I can, I always want to be able to climb my legs, get to this position. If I had the collar here, I've got the perfect choke. At the moment, I don't have the collar, and this is also good for me to change to my armbar attack. So I like to get the Kimura grip here when I do this. Okay, it's just a really solid control, especially for breaking grips too. Now, if he tries to grab his own hand, okay, it's a lot harder because my legs are here. He can still do it. He grabs his hand together, but I can do a good push with my legs. He tries to grab, I'll let him grab that. Okay, just me pulling his arm towards, like, pull it out of the socket here. I extend. Okay, I can start to go for the arm bar. So I just change my hand, rotates round. I can get my two hands here. One's kind of like grabbing the palm of his hand. Okay. Now what we can do here when we're doing the arm bar, all right, is I'm actually not bringing my leg over his head to begin with. Okay. If I can, because I'm trapping his shoulder and his other arm. If he tries to use his other arm for anything, okay, it's kind of out of the picture for a bit. So I can actually, using my hip as the fulcrum, okay, I can finish from here, or I can bring it back this way. Okay, anywhere I can find the fulcrum, I can use my hips and get the submission from here. Okay, you find where it's strongest. If I find for some reason he's got a really flexible arm, really flexible here, and I feel like no matter what I'm doing here, okay, I can always bring my leg over the top and I can finish from here. All right, so it's always, we can always, whether I went for the choke to begin with, and maybe I just rushed it and I got a really shallow grip and just my finger. You can still finish with just two fingers like this. But we've got our seatbelt. Boom. So say from here, look, I just grabbed this, I'm gonna go for my choke. I'm going for this, but maybe I only have like a couple of fingers, okay? See, for me, I'm just like, boom, get a submission, all right? So from here, maybe I'm not as strong here, or maybe like he has managed to get his hand in, he breaks that grip, okay? I'm gonna get a Kimura grip, okay? Just so you can kind of see, got this nice Kimura grip here. And notice my legs are still over his shoulder. So if he does decide to grab his hands together, okay, I actually I'm quite strong here to break this grip. So yeah, really grab your hands together, and as I extend my legs, okay, and pull back, I can break that grip. I then rotate my hand round, okay, and I can get the arm bar from here, okay. So just using my fulcrum anywhere here, we'll just kind of like move around a little bit, okay, get a different angle. So from here, I don't even need to bring my leg over his head, okay, just from here, okay, get the arm bar quite easily, okay, just making sure that I'm actually not just grabbing the wrist, because he can start turning his hand quite easily like this. So always kind of grabbing, kind of like wrist palm of his hand here, okay. It's a lot stronger. I can get this here. If for whatever reason he's like, he is quite flexible here and I feel like I can't finish here, I can always bring this over, okay, heels down, okay, I can finish just traditional, or any any way I want to change this, okay, I can always do the setups, and there's a lot of ways we can link submissions together. But the main thing we're focusing on, as always, is in today's videos, like, look, I can show you a lot of different techniques, but I'm just showing you the effectiveness of when we cut that angle on the seatbelt, bring the legs over the shoulder, and how, if I, like for instance, if I tried to, you know, do an armbar without cutting an angle, I can't. You know, you need the angle to have the armbar. The same thing with getting the triangle, being able to cut that angle makes it a lot easier to get that. And obviously chokes become more powerful. So gives us more options, and I think sometimes like when you're beginning jiu-jitsu, you're always just trying to grab the collar and choke, and yeah, the more we do